is weakened.
Oh!
This is our chance.
I thought we need to last a little longer.
Cannot, will not submit.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together.
Will. Absolute freedom.
This is it. Its will is weakening.
Okay. The brain is resisting the chain. Defeated before it breaks. 5 turn? 5 turn? What do you mean 5 turns? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Freaking hell.
My will is yield. Surrender.
Unbreakable will. Orb of negation? Yeah, this doesn't look good at all. At the very least, the Nautilus is also kind of destroying her own allies. That's good. Disengage. Jump across. Enter.
Its will is weakening. The Netherbrain's ours.
You say that. Do you see how much space you have left? Barely any. Any. And it's about to destroy even more of those cores. Where the heck am I supposed to bring him? Look at this! Look at this mess! There's no platform anymore. Cannot reach it. That takes 29 damage. Can you hit it? Yeah. Maybe if there's a target on the platform, it doesn't destroy it. I just have to tank it then. Yeah. No, it doesn't. It just kills. Oh, this is kinda stupid. Well, you have to do what you have to do.
My faith will protect me.
And sometimes, even that is not enough. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a small break, and then I'm going to try it again. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. You really should move out of the way. It's only getting to get ugly from here. Okay, anything that I can prepare. Scroll of Flying might be handy. Cast spell on maybe Karlach.
Stay strong.
She needs to get closer. Gain's flight. Then I want you to go into hiding because I don't want you to get hit by anything.
Leave no trace.
Teleport to this area. Give that guy a couple of additional slaps. Run. Dash. Run closer.
To move.
How about one more group heal for good measures? Okay. Us keep hitting that guy. There you go. Good job, my boy. Turn yourself invisible is already active, so that stays.
Still
And
breathing,
here.
despite everything.
My shield is still active, so I don't need that. Invisibility doesn't really have any sense, doesn't make sense. Misty Step is still needed. I'm gonna equip my necklace. Should have probably summoned something else, but it's fine. We still have allies. They're spreading out. We still have enough allies. It's all good. Oh, he did it. Okay. Okay.
It's weakened. This is our chance.
Now we are all right beside of the portal. She only gives me a couple of turns. That's the thing. That's the problem. I ran out of space.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together.
Absolute freedom!
This is it.
But I have a plan,
Its will
guys.
is weakening.
I have a perfectly fine plan. First and foremost, don't get too close. Maybe that way I can distract her a little. Zap her with the Mind Blast in order to do at least 1 damage. Okay. Ow. Go back up in this area. Okay, I still don't think that you're supposed to do anything, but I guess you could try to free one of our allies. Concentration has been broken. That's good. Yes, Harpers! Help us! Help us! I'm gonna jump into this zone. Multi-attack. Not enough. That's a miss. Another ally has been defeated. Standing strong. Staggering Smite. What the hell is Staggering Smite all the time? Oh no. Well, that killed one of his allies too.
My will is yield, surrender.
Uh-huh. Orb of the Gate. Oh, this is just unlucky. She's breaking the closest things. Again! That's fine. Karlach has a turn.
Rift's open, soldier. Let's move.
Enter.
Its will is weakening. The Netherbrain's ours.
Okay. I need you to fly. Right here. I'm going to prepare something that has been a long time coming. 1. 2. Okay, that should already be 50% of damage if it reaches the maximum power. The thing is though, I'm not entirely sure about the blast range. That might actually be a giant mistake. But it would be funny. Incredibly funny. So, okay, you are going to keep helping with the dragon thing. Probably. No. Those guys need help. Okay, teleport there. Multi-attack. That's not good. Saving for all. I'm gonna put down more bombs just in case. If you're going to destroy the platform anyway, I better make it count.
I've got it.
Okay. That's the furthest way I can bring you, Karlach. It was definitely nice knowing you. Can I even hit this? Oh yeah, I can. She's dead. I'm so sorry, Karlach. Too many explosives.
Impossible.
Too many.
Pain. Fear. Terror. Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
Subdued at last, it begs for its life.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute.
It pleads because it knows I'm its master. I will finish this.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of the Emperor's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
We could do it, you know. We could rule the world.
Oh. Oh, that's true. They're both holding each other down. She is desperate to survive. He just wants to end it all. I could implore the Emperor to dominate the brain and rule the world with you by his side. Or I'll just take it all for myself and become absolute instead. I'm actually surprised to see that she's even willing to go through with that. I thought she hated that role so much. But I guess dying is the worst possible option for a mind flayer. But either of those options would probably lead in us having that thing in our head for the eternity of our lives, which is something that I don't really want to see. But for the sake of curiosity, and for myself later, I'm gonna make a save here. We're going to see them later. For now, I just want them all to disappear.
My master. I must obey. I must end.
And hey, now you're free of the crown. It's not all that bad for you, right?
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn illithids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain.
Oh, what happened to the crown? Did it get broken? Huh.
Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity.
Oh. Oh no. Hey Carla, you can still fly. How about you pick us all up, huh? With your giant strength, you can certainly do it. I might be able to fly with my imp though. Maybe, a little bit. At the very least, glide, perchance? Huh? I don't have any feather falling scrolls. None whatsoever. But I do have another flight scroll. One person can be saved. Larian can probably turn himself into dust or clouds. He is fine. And Shadowheart? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe Mystic Door? Mystic Step? Can I even cast that midair? Probably not. Oh god.
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
Whew. I guess we all survived. And nobody drowned.
Hells. I'm lucky I learned to swim when I did.
I know, right?
Fucking hell. It's over.
I can't feel the tadpole. They must have all died with the brain. That means we can't turn into mind flayers. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with being a mind flayer, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It makes little difference to me. I did what I had to secure my freedom. And in spite of your resistance to evolution, you have proved a good ally.
Ah, wait, you still hold me accounted for that? Ah, come on now, I showed you, I don't need this extra power. I have all the power thanks to the fairy and a bunch of potions. Well, either way, thank you for being such a good sport. You were a great addition to our team.
Skvar, you may have succeeded, but I have failed. Gith's son is dead, and Vlaakith has abandoned me. I will be hunted by her Inquisition to the ends of the world. I must leave. I have nothing more to gain by being here.
Guess that's true, but Lae'zel, as I continuously try to tell you, you need to start living for yourself. What's the point of always following somebody else's footsteps? We faced the Netherbrain together and won. That doesn't mean anything to you anymore? Good luck, Lae'zel. I hope you find what you're looking for. Well, technically speaking, you still have me. If they come hunting you, we can just hunt them instead. Yeah. Oh, she seemed very determined. I guess I can't talk her out of that.
For you, it was under your watch that my prince was slaughtered. It is true you helped me end the Grand Design, but the path you chose has cost my people greatly. I will thank you, but I will not stay for you.
Let's see. Old roots still dig deep. She can't shackle them off, even after losing it all. And besides, I didn't have the option. That guy would probably kill us, right? He was not very nice before. Why would he suddenly change, Lae'zel? Why would he suddenly change?
The Yankee are departing in peace. Curious sight in a day already full of them.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smouldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
Gale? You seem distracted. Does something trouble you?
The crown. It's somewhere in the Chiontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. With the crown in my hands, I would be unstoppable. The casts I weave would be mine to command. I would be more than the greatest wizard who ever lived. I would be a god.
But wait, didn't you say that you wanted to share this power with everyone? Now you just want it for yourself to become a god? But maybe that's the first step. First he needs to learn the power in order to share it with others. Is that really what you want, Gale? Such power was not meant for mortal scale. Give it to Mystra? Oh, hell no! No, if that's the other option, well, good luck, Gale. Please don't forget me when you become a god, alright?
It's I who should be saying such things. Do not think I leave you without a heart as heavy as your own. I owe it to myself to follow where destiny leads. I'll never forget you. That I promise. And if you ever felt differently, there'll be a place waiting for you in the heavens.
I don't really think that I have a soul to give, Gale. I have a pact with a fairy. But I guess that would be kinda nice.
Another low mortal grasping at godhood. Perhaps he will manage it and be everything he promises. Perhaps not. Better for the world not to find out at all, I think. And certainly better for Gale that Mystra does not. But he set himself on his path. We have our own next steps to think on.
So, what now? I don't know about you, but I could use a flagon. Or 3 of ale.
Good question. Not entirely sure. We should probably try to get your father out of the prison now. Since Scottish is gone, there's nobody taking care of it anymore. But I guess that's something for later. Ha! Well. I think a celebration is in order. We should probably stay in the city. Help it rebuild. True, everything is in ruin right now. Maybe we should stay and help out a little. Would certainly be for the best interest of all.
You're joking. After everything we've been through, you expect me to do manual labor?
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city than it ever was. I will miss you, too.
Now that you no longer live in each other's minds, it's hard to tell if the Mind Flayer is being sincere, though perhaps no harder than it ever was.
So many have fallen on both sides of this conflict. Once I would have died proudly in defense of the Netherbrain, thinking it a god. It is a sobering thought, and I intend to chase it away with whatever filth passes for wine in these parts.
Well, don't worry, I have more than enough ale for everyone. Maybe even the entire city.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you.
Wait, what? Oh! okay?
Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do?
What do you mean? I mean, no, wait, you were spectacular in every way. You did what you need to be done. Doesn't matter, it's over now. Oh no. Couldn't I do anything for her? Anything? Guess there was no way to ever fix it. Well, you certainly done very spectacular, especially near the end. Especially then.
So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, sun. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
Come on, no, Karlach, I won't allow this. You're going to live. Wait, true! We can return to Avernus. You can live there. I wanted to go there after all. Breaking free will. We can do it together.
You can't.
That's the only option. You can live here. I know that you're afraid. I know why you don't want to go. But I'll be with you this time. True. I will not leave your side. We can hang in there together.
All right. All right. But we have to go. Now. I can't hang on much longer.
Oh God! I can't let her die like this! She killed the Netherbrain! The hell!
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldurs Gate.
Where are we? Oh, this is hell! Oh, God!
Well, soldier. Here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down. I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got. Gods. Like clockwork. They'll be on us soon, but there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these. But then, there was you. Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out. Just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
God damn it, is she cool! Oh, this is gonna be fun, Karlach! And besides, if she comes after us, that makes it a lot easier to find her soul. We're going to free Will! We're going to free you! And maybe find a cure for your heart at some point. This is hell. We might be able to find a treatment. Right?
When the invitation came, you were hip deep in Lemure slime, swarmed by hell wasps, and about to drive the killing blow on a magma claw. Cutting through the dreadful buzz of the wasps and the screams of the damned, a familiar, comforting voice echoed in your mind. Withers, you requested your attendance in Faerun, to gather with your friends and allies, those who stood against the Absolute at your side. A reprieve from the blood war. A few hours of respite with the stars above and good company to cheer you. Karlach's heart can take the strain of leaving Avernus for a few short hours, but it might burst with joy to see those friends again.
Oh. One final toast, huh? Even Lae'zel is here! Even though she hates me right now. Gale?
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
Aww. It is so kind of you. You brought us all back together for one last night. Hey, Shadowheart! How have you been? I'm really sorry for the change of plan in the last second.
Keeping us all on tenterhooks so you can make a dramatic entrance, is it?
I'm sorry about that.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Well, there was never any doubt, right? Hells or not, I would totally miss you.
Likewise. And I'm glad at least one of us was confident in your return. It hasn't always been easy, wondering if something might have happened to you and Karlach in that place. But perhaps I should have known better than to doubt. It is you we're talking about, after all. Come here, will you?
Of course. See, I'm fine. There was no need to worry about it.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it?
Probably. I don't think there's a lot of food in hell. I guess you can say that again. I've slept under the stars enough for one lifetime. You know, I kinda miss that actually. Wait, are you calling me chubby now? I'm fighting non-stop, Shadowheart!
Filled out and healthy is what I was going for. Don't tell me you miss living off whatever scraps we found in crates and barrels. It's good to see you again. Even if only for a short while.
True. 6 months before the kiss. I've been in agony. You know what? Sure, you deserved it. You deserved it.
I was starting to think you'd never ask.
It's a shame that she couldn't come along. But to be fair, if most people had to pick, they would probably prefer to not go to hell. And hey, she needs some peace after all this.
That was more than worth the wait.
Now, you must be wondering what I've been doing in the past, huh?
Must I? You presume a great deal. I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all.
Of course. Let me see. You're polite to ask when I reek of brimstone. Been carving my way through Avernus. You know, this and that. Keeping busy with Karla. Not exactly restful. Yeah, you know what? We've been carving through Avernus left and right. You would be surprised how difficult it is to reach one of those devils. You know?
I'm glad you two have each other. Hells, I'd be almost tempted to come along if you'd have me. Perhaps if your adventures ever lead you out of Avernus permanently. Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort ourselves.
That's true. I'll come back to you. I promise. Absolutely.
Don't think I won't hold you to that. And take care of each other. Always.
Now then.
Don't be a stranger.
Who am I going to talk next? Let me activate my speech. And hey there, little guy! You've grown big!
Friend! You came! Big brother Scratch, too! Happy.
Aww. You've become a lot bigger now. You're a lot bigger than Scratch. So, what have you been doing since the last time that we've met?
Lots! Make friends with a turtle, a cat, a kraken. Kraken eats my cat friend, so I bite, kill. With shiny clothes, I am strong. Tired now. Want sleep, want cave.
I see. I guess it's about the time when bears usually go to sleep soon. Do you need someone to look after you? How about Halson? Sounds like you need someone to look after you. Yeah, maybe you need another friend. How about Shadowheart? I'm sure you would love that.
Nice lady. She gives pets and tasty things. I like her. I go to her.
Yeah. She already mentioned that she likes to take care of pets, so I'm sure you will love it there. And besides, if I ever return, I know where I can find you. Right, Sketch?
A familiar sight.
Oh!
Scratch can't quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
Is that a prism? Scratch, come here, my boy! What do you have there? I'm not going to say anything?
It's so nice to see you again. You smell different, but not too different. I missed your smell, but this thing I found had you all over it. I brought it for you, and I thought perhaps you'd like to throw it?
Yeah, of course, my little guy. I'm glad to hear that you're faring well since our travel together. Yeah.
I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you.
Also, this thing is a dangerous object. I'm not really sure if we should play with that, but I still have your ball. The Scratch ball, right?
You know best, but a little fetch never hurt anyone, as far as I know.
That is true. That is true. The Astral Prism. Okay. Oh no! They removed my stuff! Okay, fine. In that case, I'll throw it. Give me a Scratch, my boy! Catch it! And? Okay, he's gonna play on his own now. Well, we never really practiced that trick, I guess, right? We never really practiced that trick. Oh, Lae'zel. Hello there, my girl.
My friend, the Hellswalker. For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. But to see your face, It brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
So you joined the Knights of the Comet? I thought you were shunned. But then again, Flacket is no longer taking you back. I guess the Knights still exist even without the king. Well, in a way, you look a little bit less solid than I expected. Are you still angry at me? Huh?
A bit. It's taken a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen psi crystals, and 2 10 days of effort to conjure my projection. Worth it, I'd say. I miss this place. This... Fey Run.
Ah! Well, that's fine. I also have trouble with names. So where are you now? That you couldn't be here in the flesh. Probably really, really far away, huh?
Shrektalor.
What? Shrektalor? Is that a place that I should know?
I wouldn't expect you to. The capital city of the Githzerai. An exiled people, once kin with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into 2. Our Gish sent word of the rebellion to their god king Zareth Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
I see. But hold on. The great warrior Lae'zel is on a diplomatic mission? That doesn't really seem to fit that well.
Exactly the reaction I expected. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
Ah, so she has decided to become the comet herself. Well, that's certainly one step of independence, Lae'zel. I like that. But, when will I get a chance to see you again?
Soon. When the comet has risen. When the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust. I miss this place. More to the point, I missed you. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Oh.
The gang really is all here.
Asterion! Is everyone slowly joining the campfire?
Well, look who it is. So, how are you enjoying the Hells, my dear? I assume they're darling as ever.
Oh yeah. Best weather all day around. Wonderful. You should definitely come visit us.
Oh, bless you. But no. I am living a life better than most can dream of. I'm not trading these silks for, scorched rags.
Well, you don't know what you're missing out then. So, what have you been doing since I last saw you? Yeah.
Cazador's mansion has become my palace, and played host to every kind of banquet and soiree and masquerade imaginable. And of course, has seen its fair share of hedonism, clandestine deals, and the occasional disappearance. Whatever it takes to build up my influence over those who matter. I'm spinning my web. Power grows slowly, but I have nothing but time now.
I guess that's true. We might have turned him into a little prince. Sounds like something Cassidy would say. But that... Wait. What is your endgame then? Are you trying to rule over Baldur's Gate?
Oh, I wouldn't say ruler. Any old fool can sit on the throne. I would be more of a puppet master.
Huh.
For all my freedom to walk in the sun, it's still much more fun to pull the strings of power from the shadows.
Makes sense.
But the important thing is I am doing wonderfully. Finally having a life that's worth living. And who knows what's next? There's an entire world out there, ready for the taking.
I still think that you might want to reconsider and go to hell with me. There's a whole plane of existence that you can overrun. I'm actually planning for that in order to free will. You know? That would certainly be worth it. Either way, I guess I would like to drink to that. Yeah. I wish you luck. Even though those dreams might be a little bit far-stretched. Who knows? Maybe you actually pull it off.
Perhaps the next time we meet, we'll have grander conquests to toast. I did miss you, you know. There is a sense of loneliness that comes with power. We did share a wonderful adventure, you and I. A pity to see it end in some ways. But we have great new lives stretching out before us, and great new adventures to go on. I will never forget the time we spent together, though. And I know you'll never forget me. Until next time, darling.
There he goes.
Gods, I must look a mess. I just rolled out from under a pesky ogre when Withers yanked me in. Oh, I didn't mean that. I just gutted the ogre, not...
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How about I change the subject before I dig this hole any deeper? It's so good to see you. And I've got so much to tell.
Oh?
The trolls I've torn open. The ghouls I've cleaved. The stories I've been itching to tell. I don't suppose you'd indulge me.
Indulge you? Hey, come on. A tale of battle told by the blade of Frontier? Of course I'm eager to hear.
Yes, but just the one, or I'll be yammering all night.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear about the Stegosaurus that bullied Candle Keep, the impossible lich, or the young dragon who crawled out of Deeping Cave?
I don't know what that is. But you had a dragon in the city? I couldn't say no to a story about the dragon. You know what? Yeah, let me talk about, or rather let us talk about the dragon.
There are tales galore of a great green dragon called Clogiliometer. Try saying that 5 times in a row. Clogiliometer, Clogilimurfa, Clogamother, whatever. Let's call it Old Gnawbone. Turns out, old Gnawbone had kids. And one of them flew the roost and took to stalking a small elven enclave outside Crypt Garden Forest. The damned dragon had turned the place into a slave camp before I arrived. Sordid beyond words. He was a big boy, but still a young'un. A wonder of the skies, but a lumbering oaf on the ground. I tried a sly approach, but the whelp saw me coming and up it flew. Poison poured from its mouth as it descended. I tumbled away, cast flesh to stone, and it crashed to the ground. I could have ended the battle there and then, but this was prey that deserved to be played with.
What?
The beast was a smoking heap of black-green scales once the battle was over. The elves and I sang songs and drank mead in celebration until their barrels went dry.
Wait a second, you played with your prey? That doesn't really sound like yourself. Huh. And your father must be proud of you. Have you gone to visit him in the prison?
I've seen him more than a few times. And he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last Fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart.
Well, that's good to hear. He's trying to improve his old teachings. Even if somebody does something wrong, in his eyes at least. It's always worth to consider forgiveness. Well, that was an incredible story. I wish I'd been there to see it as well. But alas.
I wish you'd been there to join in. Oh, to battle together, just like the old days. I suppose that's my way of saying I miss you. Tonight, I toast not just the people we've become, but the people we were. Warriors, winners, saviors.
Yeah, I missed also to travel with you. You were a pleasure to be around. Except when you were trying to lead me into one direction and I tried to ignore it. But again, I guess that was on me. Maybe I should have told you to break the pact instead. Also, is Miss Zora keeping you busy? I mean, I'm trying to raise hell there, but I'm pretty sure I can't stop Miss Zora right now.
She's kept her leash loose. Though, I've been no stranger to the hells. Every target she's set me on's been a demonic intruder. Tenari assassins who slip into Avernus. Armonites that amass near the Styx. My next mark's the most challenging yet. Or so she says. I don't know much more. Only that it's no demon, but a devil. She's playing a game. I don't know what it is or how she plans to win, but I can tell you this much. I'd fall on my own blade and join the blood war in an instant should Zariel's hell-touched fingers stretch towards the coast. And as long as I'm more useful as a warlock, that's not a risk Mazora would take.
I see. Well, that's good to know. Alright then. Time for me to leave.
Go on. The night's young. You shouldn't waste a moment of it. Or waste a single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oops. Did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Don't get too drunk, Will, or else you'll never wake up again. Oh wait, is that his catch?
Aha! Well, there he is. Gale in all his glory. I hope you're happy, the god of ambition. Have you ever heard anything more ridiculous?
Wait, he's a god of ambition now? He's not who he used to be. I think he might be an excellent addition to the Pantheon. Yeah, I mean there's a god for everything, isn't there?
Ambition, aspiration, greed and hubris is all I hear. The Gale I knew wasn't like this. He recognized his mistakes. He was contrite. All he wanted to do was live. Unfortunately, he fell into company that turned his gaze toward foolishness. Yes, I mean you.
What do you mean with that now? I didn't turn his gaze towards anything. I only showed him that Mistra shouldn't be trusted. Well, I can't deny part of me wished I stopped him. Don't blame me for Gate's foolishness. He wanted to ascend and he did. Shouldn't we be happy for him? Yeah.
Then you're just as mad as he. I know there's nothing you could have done to stop him. Not really. Once he'd decided to learn nothing from his mistakes, what use were either of our protests? Perhaps you'd be willing to come meet Gale's mother sometime? She misses him so, and I know it would do her heart a world of good to discuss her son with someone who knew him as he was.
I see. Yeah. You know what? I would love to.
Jolly good. I'll tell Mrs. Dekarios to be expecting you. Oh, she'll be delighted. Things just haven't been the same without himself cluttering up the place. Enjoy your party, dear. I've heard you quite deserve a celebration.
We might need to create another portal though, because I have to return to Hell later. But I can certainly take a little break. Right, Karlach? For one evening?
The only thing I fear
and hey there,
is
Gale.
the ever-growing
I need to talk to you.
Was Faerun always so dull? Still, at least the company was worth the trip, if not the view.
Warlock, the hour netheril hangs heavy on you. So, what deal did you strike to claim Karlachs' power like that? Yeah.
Not to be overly pedantic, but they are my powers now. I imagine you're wondering how all this came to be. The finer points of divine ascension are beyond mortal comprehension, I'm afraid, but I can provide a rudimentary sequence of events. First, I retrieved the crown of Karlachs and reforged it using a series of precise and highly complex Netherese incantations. Then, I used it. As you know, the orb within me was the half-formed Karsite Weaver, magic left incomplete by Karlachs' self-destruction. I finished it. Using the crown of Karlachs, I turned it into a new form of magic, fused with my being, driven by my purpose. And then I put it to work. As expected, Mystra was unwilling to hand over the reins of the weave, so I've claimed dominion over another area which I've passing familiarity. Ambition.
Oh, so you are trying to become the god of magic, but Mystra intervened. Considering that you have your own sort of magic now, I guess it's fine to just go for something else instead. Kinda like bard things, right? So, good. To challenge Mystra would have been a great folly even for Karlachs. She's an all-powerful goddess after all.
I don't recall saying that I'd given up.
Huh?
I can say this much for now. Mystra is welcome to her dominion. My aims are set a little higher than offering cursory blessings to just any half-decent spellcaster. I exist, not to bestow favors on my followers, but to inspire them to seize their destinies for themselves, exactly as I did. I'm their proof.
Huh?
Proof their hopes are not barren wastes, but the loamy soil in which their future achievements will flourish. Proof that with ambition, anything is possible.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I can see that. This Larian magic of yours sounds intriguing. Wait, could I wield it as I do the weave? Could you teach it to me?
Ao would prefer to let the cosmic dust settle from my unexpected ascension before considering my right to grant my followers such power. I'm sure it'll come around in a millennium or so. And by then, my creed will be something to reckon with. There are already several shrines in my honor scattered across the outer reaches of Thay, and rumors of a very prominent temple under construction in Arm. This is only the beginning.
So right now you're still a beginner god, and you aren't allowed to bestow blessings yet. Even if you wanted to, even if you want to help. The big boss is a bit surprised about the new Ascendant. I see. Okay. What can I say, Gale? Kinda impressed. You actually managed to become a god.
I thought you would be. Now, divine as my company undoubtedly is, I have an eternity to catch up with you. A luxury few others at this party possess. Don't let me deprive them of your company, or mine, for that matter. It's not every day a newborn god shows up to the reunion.
That is true.
Haven't you any
A
ambitions,
few millennia
Tara?
still.
I could help you.
Probably no longer
you know?
around when that time hits. Oh god, Widow, I'm sorry. Me indoors. It never gets better. Hello.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
How does I feel? Well, I'm just glad to have a break from hell right now. It's the little things, you know? Feel satisfied I've completed everything that I wanted to do. I did my duty, no more than less. You know what? I think I enjoyed a little break of hell. It's the little things at times, right? Yeah.
I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
That's true. But I already caught up with everyone. Do you have any other plans?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen.
Mm-hmm.
The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
Problems worth solving. To Baldur's Gate. To the greatest friend that I've dreamed of. To brains without worms. And a good night's sleeps. Yes, that's the most important thing. No more worms, and finally some good rest. At least for me.
To you.
Oh, 3 achievements altogether. And another achievement. 4 achievements. Maybe there's a limit to 3. But here we are, guys. We officially have reached the end of Baldur's Gate 3. And I have to say, that was probably one of my longest Let's Plays that I've ever run on this channel. Probably because I didn't upload 5 parts every single week. Instead of usual update schedule. That probably is the reason why I dragged on for that long, but to be fair, in a game like this, where you can literally do anything and everything at the same time, it's kind of difficult to keep up with the pace at times, right? You want to explore every little corner. You want to see every little reaction and action between the characters. That just eats a lot of time. Especially considering how tough the battles have become near the end of the game. But hey, we were prepared. I saved all possible potions, all possible scrolls. Pretty sure I could have probably picked up more scrolls now that I saw the final boss fight. If I had picked up Feather Falling, more Flight Scrolls, more AoE spell scrolls, that would have probably made some encounters a little bit easier for myself, but I didn't consider that it would become such a giant mess. But well, we went through it. We survived. We had a couple of additional elemental spirits as our aid. We had the Harpers, the Undeads, the Fishies, all sorts of guys, an angel. I actually never ended up using the healing spell though of Seluna. That's a bit of a waste, because I'm pretty sure we could have needed it. In the worst cases, we might have been able to use it during the brain fight itself. You know, the shockwaves, they kinda did a lot of damage against us. I gave my character some psychic resistant potions. That could have probably helped a little. But considering how quickly she clears out the stage around herself, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't really be able to outlast her. She has 400 HP without some serious firepower like the explosive that we had from the very, very start of the game. That very expensive rune powder that I got from... Actually, now that I think about it, what happened to those guys? I never took care of the steel foundry. Are they still in the hiding spot? Did they escape after the Absolute's attack or something? Should have probably double checked on them. But then again, all they wanted to get rid of was Gortash, right? Well, Gortash kinda got rid of himself, so maybe they're happy? Maybe all of them are happy now? At the very least, will his father survive, just as intended? I knew he's gonna be safe in the underwater prison, right? Like everyone else. Maybe we even granted the freedom to everyone who was imprisoned there as well. Even though it was probably quite a stressful endeavor. But it's fine. At the very least, they were saved. And they've learned forgiveness through their hardship. Will's father started to forgive everyone during the whole rebuild thing. Maybe he even going to start joining forces with the guild. I know that they are a little bit rude and evil, at least in some eyes. But you can't really deny that her role in the war was really, really important in order to stabilize the lower city. Gortash didn't care about them. He just saw them as possible slaves, spawn, thralls for his empire, right? The one that can be easily infected and discarded if it becomes necessary. Considering what he already did to his throne room, I left him alone for a couple of days and the whole thing is covered in blood. He exchanged every single one of them with his Bane guys, who still look really cool. I still would have loved to steal one of those masks. Well, not the golden one, but the grey one. But sadly the game never gave me that option. Quite a shame, right? Quite a shame indeed. Now let's see, what else could I be talking about? Maybe the story. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the story and the acts. Because there's one thing that I've noticed. In Act 1, there were so many side paths that you could take with side quests that had completely different endings. And then in Act 2, we still had the different side paths with different outcomes, but it felt more like a overall story that is all connected to each other. In Act 1, it was kind of like a tree that spreads out in all directions. You don't really have to follow them, but if you do, you might see something very, very interesting. In the Acts 2, it almost felt like a full circle. You could skip some parts, but then your circle would get a couple of spots, some missing pieces that you will never have another chance to fill in. So, yeah, it was more like a complete picture in general, instead of a tree that you can create and craft in the way that you want it to develop. And then we have Act 3. Act 3 was a bit weird. Act 3, thanks to all of those NPCs, always felt a little bit more on the laggy and glitchy side. I'm not entirely sure what the reason was behind that. Maybe it's because Act 3 never had the whole development time as Act 1 and 2, I remember that Act 1 was in development for a very, very long time. Maybe they got a little bit rushed during that scene. It also feels like they forgot a couple of story elements of Act 1 and 2 in some parts, or maybe just glanced over it because they never really mentioned it afterwards. Like the tieflings. The tieflings. I know that I'm pretty sure they were okay now that they were in Baldurs Gate. I mean, they couldn't really enter the city yet, but they were fine. But why weren't we able to help them further? Why weren't we able to allow them into the city? Why weren't we able to recruit them for our final clash? We had so much to do with them before. Why was there no way for them to be recruited as well as allies? They know us. They know what we're fighting for. Why is that just not a thing? I could have gave them so much equipment. I could have helped them out. I could have supported them. I could have allowed them to get a good footing in the city. But none of that was even an option, even though we already helped them out so much. I know they probably wanted to be independent and all, but still, it kind of feels like it was lacking a little bit of closure. But maybe that's just on me. Also, I'm not entirely sure what happened to Settler after, the whole incident in Act 2. Seems like he kind of ran off. He never regrouped with the others. They're really, really angry at him. And now that I think about it, I don't remember finding Moll either. Did she die in Act 2? Was she hidden somewhere? Pretty sure Raphael was interested in Moll. He might have tried to protect her at some point. But when I visited him, he didn't really bother to mention her because he was still interested in forming a contract with us. He was actually also interested about the crown of castles, right? Maybe he was planning to become a god as well, just like Gale. Actually speaking, yeah, wait a second. Lae'zel mentioned that we could have possibly infiltrated his home at some point in order to get a hammer, if we were to decide to go down that path, which we didn't. Maybe we would have found a clue about Moll if we went down that route. But on the other hand, that would have probably enraged our little helper, called the Emperor, quite a lot, because he doesn't like the idea of us freeing that guy. He is all of our lifeline. His power protects him just as much as it protects us, right? The book from Gortash said it clearly. He is not immune to the power of the hive mind. He's not strong enough. He needs the distance in order to break free. If by some stupidities we were to break out the prince and he starts to fight back and we lose our grip on him, that could mean the downfall of all of us. Especially since constant restraints are probably going to hinder his mind control power in general. Because every chance that he gets, he would probably try to strike down on him. It's every single chance that he gets. Even those honor knights were hunting us down in the dream world as well in the real world. They broke out of the prison to hunt us down, constantly respawning, almost killing us. I still remember that night, right at the start of Act 3. But I guess thanks to them, he was also forced to reveal himself as a mind flayer as well. I wonder if he ever... Oh wait. I wonder if he ever had the thought of actually revealing himself in the future. It's probably safer for him to just pretend to be human all the time, considering that we were kidnapped by mind flayers, almost turned into thralls by mind flayers. It's reasonable to assume that we would probably hate to work alongside of them. At the same time, we already helped out the mushroom mind flayer as well, so in that case, maybe he should have risked it? A little bit at least? At the very least have a little bit more faith in us? But I guess considering these stakes, playing it safe is probably the best for us all. Especially considering Lae'zel, where people hate mind flayers above all else. That's probably the reason why she got really, really angry near the end as well. Not only because of the prince, but because you actually had to follow Mind Flayer as well. But there isn't much that we could have done about that. We needed his strength, we needed his power. Actually, thanks to his telepathy power, we were able to save Shadowheart once. That was the only way for us to move her around when she was stunned and about to get hit by the Nautilus strike. Right? Which, by the way, I still find really, really unfair. Instant respawn. Every round, more reinforcement. That should be a cooldown of at least 2 rounds or maybe 3. Like the ghoul guys, the flying ghoul guys, they had to charge for 2 turns, at least. Why wasn't that a thing for the Nautilus? I could barely break through it. Lucky enough, only one person has to reach it, which was Larian, right? If that wasn't the case and I actually had to bring all 4 of them over, that could have quite possibly been quite bad. And now that I think about it, what would have happened if the Emperor died? Like, died in the way from point A to Netherbrain. He was our shield, right? He was the guy who protected us from the mind control. If he died, or lost unconsciousness, then it kind of means we would lose our shield and we should have died as well. But maybe there's a small time window where I can still revive him? Maybe? Possibly? I mean, it was on the ground a bunch of times during that one castle fight with all of those enemies. I guess the game is kind enough to reconsider at the time, because let's be serious. There were so many enemies. There's no way in hell that I could protect all of them, right? There's no way in hell. There were too many. They came from all sides. They called for reinforcement. The Mind Flayers dominated my allies. My allies actually were more of a hindrance than the allies. Even my ghouls, even my freaking ghouls backstabbed me because they ran ahead, triggered more enemies who then joined the fight, and then it was a whole slaughterhouse in a small area. Well, I only have a handful of... I should have probably called my friends back then, but I didn't, because I'm stupid. I kind of presumed that I could only do it once, so I didn't want to touch the button at all. I wanted to save it for when it actually counts and matters, you know? The big final. And considering what we had to go through, it was a good thing that we saved it. If they died on the way, we couldn't have resummoned them either. And all the enemies, the dragons, the countermeasures, the tentacles, the Nautilus, the extra spawn and stuff. Ah, God. It's such a mess. It's such a mess. Or I had to do it twice because I got stuck in the Netherbrain. Thank goodness I brought all of those explosives. Otherwise, that could have been a real problem. I did have the strength potions. I did bring all of my allies over. In the worst cases, I would have needed to go for sneak attacks. I'm just not sure if I have the damage to do 400 damage in like 4... No, not even 4, maybe 2-3 rounds. But to be fair, she doesn't have Unbreakable. It might have been possible. It might have been. But Explosive is just a better option, right? We already saw the firepower before, on a bunch of occasions with the enemies. That's why you usually always get rid of the barrels first, because the enemies actively go for them, if we are too close to a barrel. Too bad that I never had a chance to bring all of my stacks along though, because they were kinda heavy, and I didn't bring color into every fight either. If I ever decide to play this game again, I might actually start to bring her along wherever I go. Shadowheart and Astarians are always nice to have around, but I guess I could start to swap them in and out a little bit more. It's not always necessary to bring a thief with us if I can technically do it as well. I'm not as good as Astarian, but I can technically do it as well. And sneak attack is great, but in a battle with a whole army of enemies, it might technically be better to maybe put another AoE guy down, like Gale. or Mithara, or even Lae'zel with action boosts and stuff. And I have to say, the credits are going on for a very long time. I'm slowly running out of stuff to say. Oh! Oh! You for playing this game, supporting us and sharing our love? Is this the end of the credits? Oh my god, it's been going for 30 minutes! 30 minutes! The longest credits ever!
The dead three.
Huh?
Thy faces, gods. Thy actions, barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools. Everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals. I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
Oh. Well, considering that Wither was the previous dead god, no wonder that he sees them as foolish guys. Foolish previous mortals. They don't even have respect to their own powers now. But with this, Baldurs Gate 3 has officially reached its end. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to just make another bonus part with the other endings, or if I just leave it open, because technically speaking, I'm pretty sure for every ending there's already a video out there. But I guess I'm just going to decide on that later. One thing is for sure though, we have reached our goal. We have become heroes by being partially bad. I think I wanted to be bad. Guess I'm really bad at being bad though. Oh well. Maybe next time I'll stay on the part of evil. Maybe next time. I hope you guys had fun, and I see you in the next project. Until then, bye bye.